Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with my March TBR. I'm very excited for the reading plans I have for March. It is going to be a very stacked month of books I want to read, book clubs, and also I might be doing a read-along for a series. I don't know yet. And we also have not talked about a historical romance readathon that we wanted to do in March. I don't know if any of that's happening. I have to get some plans together with some friends. But before I get started, I do want to show you my new sweatshirt I bought. I am obsessed. So Tori sent this to me on TikTok and I was like, I need it. It says, "My friends are with me and I am not afraid." It is a quote from Crescent City, but then also we have La Haba on the sleeve, and then we have the other little dog guy. I forget his name here. Oh my gosh, what is his name? I don't remember, but we have them embroidered here. We have this here. Every time I see this quote, I cry. So I love my sweatshirt so much. If I remember, I'll link down below. I bought one for me and my sister and we are obsessed. So I love them and I had to share it with you. They don't know who I am, not sponsored whatsoever, just like have to show the epicness of this. But I will go ahead and get to the books. So I do have a bunch of book clubs and I have a Patreon pick. So I do not know what we're reading for Rash by Romance yet. We are actually meeting tomorrow, the day I'm filming this, and we always pick day of our live show what our next book's gonna be. So have not picked that out yet, but historical hellions, we are reading Tempt Me with Kisses by Phoebe Kahn. I don't think we've read a single Phoebe Kahn book, and she is like an icon and we all have like a bunch of her books. So this, I believe, we've been picking a lot of pirate romances. It looks like it's pirate. It's got a ship in the back and a ship in the back of this. And it says that Phoebe Kahn combines adventure and passion, which I hope that's what it is. Oh, she decides to seduce him and her passion is unleashed and she's like, I want you. He's there for like land or something. I don't know. So we'll see how this goes. I have high hopes for that one. And then I have my Nora Roberts read along I'm doing with my Patreon. We're reading a Nora book a month and it has been so fun. I have had like the best time chatting with them about all the books that we've been reading, because Nora is just such an iconic author and she just goes there with her books sometimes, especially the drama. So very fun. And we've had two so far. I loved them. And then this month we're reading The Search. This one is the one that's super dog heavy, I know, because it has to do with a lot of dog training. And I believe that she was the only survivor of a serial killer in the past. And now I think that someone is a copycat killer. And he is a newcomer who's rugged and intensely private artist. And he makes furniture. So this sounds like right up my alley. It does really remind me of The Obsession and The Witness, which were my first two by her. So very, very excited for this one. Cannot wait to read that. And then we are gonna pick from my Patreon jar. I just actually posted asking for more recommendations because I like adding more to my jar every month, but I so far given everything I picked out 5 stars. I haven't gotten to this month's yet. I'm had to read 2 books for that, so that's why I've been like dragging my feet. I think I'm gonna love them. It's Sophie Lark, love her, but I have not gotten to those yet. But I still have some time in the month. It's only the 23rd. I don't know what the date is. Oh, it's the 24th today. But I still have 5 days left, right? It's a leap year. Okay, so what I'm gonna pick out of here, if you're interested in my Patreon, it's always linked down below. We do a lot of fun things together, weekly reading sprints, exclusive videos, and they get to pick a book for me to read. Okay. I'm a little scared. Also, let me know if I have to read the novella before this. So it is Losers by Harley LaRoe. LaRoe? First of all, I think that the heroine's name is my name. And I think that for this one, is The Dare the prequel? Because I do own The Dare. I don't own this one, but I can get it on KU. I think, okay, I'm nervous. I think that this one's Why Choose, which I love. But I think that she bullied them in the past. And I don't know if they're like wanting revenge or whatever. Like I think it was in high school she bullied them and now they get with her. And that's literally all I know about the plot. So interesting. I love how different the recommendations in this jar are because it's so different from everything I've read so far. So love a good Why Choose romance though. So very excited for that one. So thank you to, this is from Amy. So Amy, thank you for that recommendation. I will be reading that in March. Let me know though if I have to read the novella first, if that matters. Okay, but I recently in the mail got a very, 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 very exciting package that I'm still just like, so there are 4 books in here that have not released yet. Technically 5, but one of them is a re-release because it was an indie book. So I will go ahead and get through these first 4. So the first one is Forever sent me the most amazing package and I love them so much. Kenny Ryan, one of them, an icon. I love her so much. Oh, this should be our next Ravished by Romance pick, actually. Lacey and I always read Kennedy Ryan for our book club when she has a new release, and we always have her on the show with us. So I think that Lacey reached out to the publisher to set up an interview as well. So we're gonna be reading this for Ravished by Romance. I lied. We have it. Very excited for this one. Favorite author. Also, another favorite author of mine that I'm still just like in awe that I have this is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I love Abby Jimenez so much. I'm very hit or miss when it comes to traditionally published books, and like especially the hyped ones, but Abby Jimenez has been a hit for me, I think, for every single book except for one, which was her, I think it was the second book or the third book, I don't remember, that she published, but I was obsessed with her first release, and then I think I was obsessed with the second one, so I think it was the third one. It was about the girl that had the baby. Not right up my alley. Every single other book by her, Part of Your World, obsessed. Yours truly, obsessed. And like I said, like everything she writes, I'm obsessed with. So this is Just for the Summer. This is about people who, whenever I think they date people, it's always the next person that person dates is who they, like, their one true love. So they're like, hey, we'll date each other and like cancel out our curse and find our next person after we date each other. But I think they're gonna fall in love. Oh my god, it sounds so cute. I'm so excited. So this one is coming out in April. So for sure, I think I'm gonna do a reading vlog, reading arcs, because I have so many. The next one actually doesn't come out until July, but I'm obsessed with this cover, and it's called A Librarians in Love novel. So this one is the next best fling. Look at that. Like, there are some illustrated covers I don't like. I love this. I love this. It's kind of got the clinch going. I love it. So this one is saying that the best way to get over their first loves is a no strings attached relationship, and it's a debut romance. So I think they both had their hearts broken and they decide to have a friends with benefits situation, hook up, and they're obviously going to fall in love. So the author is actually a former library assistant, which is really fun, and I'm assuming that she's a librarian. So so excited, so excited. And then the last arc I have is an indie arc from an author that I follow on Instagram, and she was actually a bookstagrammer and a blogger for a while, and then she decided to publish her books, and she sent me That First Flight. It is Jen McMahon. I have not read a book by Jen yet. She has been on my radar, and I just haven't had time to pick one up, and so she did send me this, and I actually have an e-arc of it, so I should be reading it actually soon because it comes out the beginning of March. So this one says it is a roommate's romance, and she wants to be a chef, and she ends up getting pregnant and having a daughter. So she is a single parent. I think it's been years though. Ooh, okay. So this says that she meets a stranger on a plane to New York. Months later, he shows up at the bar that she's working at in a small town in the mountains, and he wants to learn more about me. And she is a single mom. She thought telling him that she had a daughter would make him run away, but now she finds herself with a new roommate in this city. So they're roommates, and she's a single mom. I was at first nervous it was going to be a surprise pregnancy, but it is not. So it sounds really fun. It sounds super cute, and it's cute stickers, cute little things that she sent my way. So very excited to read this. So I really want it to be on my TBR. But the next one is a book that comes out in September, I said? August. It is The Coven by Harper L. Woods. This one's already been out before. It was indie published, and I was just sent the arc of the new one, and they're gonna be like really pretty sprayed edges and stuff. So I think that, oh, it's got vampires? How did I not know that? And witches? I thought it was just a dark romance. Okay, so it's actually like vampires and witches. Cool. And she's been raised as a weapon against the coven, and she wants to protect her brother. And so now she's at a university, and she comes face to face with the headmaster. Okay, this kind of is giving me Gothicana vibes a little bit, so I'm excited to read that one. Very, very excited. Then I have a couple new releases, and then some pulled over from my previous TBR. So I do have In Want of a Viscount by Lorraine Heath. This is one I'm hoping to get on audio. I do have a couple on audio of these that I really want to get to. So this one is her new one. I've heard it's not as good as the notorious Lord Knightley, but that's okay. It'll be okay. I'm so excited for this one. She is an American coming to England to search for investors for her family's business. So I am excited for a new Lorraine Heath. Obviously, it's gonna be on my TBR. I also am waiting for my audio of this to come in. Normally, if they're traditionally published and they're new releases, I try to wait to get them on audio because they're easy to get for me on audio through the library. So How to Get the Girl by Anita Kelly. Super, super, super excited for this one. I loved Something Wild and Wonderful, her previous release. So good. That was an MM romance, and so this one is a sapphic romance. So the one is a basketball coach, and she is ready for the challenge when a smart-mouthed junior joins the basketball team, but she's not prepared for the teen's new foster parent, who is an ex-WNBA baller and the star of her fantasies. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. And she had a career-ending injury, so she doesn't play anymore, and she ends up assistant coaching the team. And they fall in love. It sounds so good. I am so excited for all the sapphic romances coming out this year. So this one, I need my library hold to come in now because I'm dead. Another one that I didn't realize was actually on my Hoopla until I was chatting with my patrons. I was like, I didn't find this on Libby, and it's a normally published book. Like, what the heck? They told me it's on Hoopla, and it is Soul Kiss by Sierra Simone. I've been putting this off. I know a ton of people love it, and it is an MMF, but I think that it's mostly MM in here. I believe that the heroine doesn't come in until the end, but he is a club owner. She is the daughter of a banker, I think, and they have to get married, and then one of them is a bodyguard. So very excited for this one, and I just got the exclusive edition actually from the Bookish box, which I can show you. It's really pretty, and this kind of, I actually like Under the Dust Jacket better. I love the art of this, and it has like super pretty art. It's really pretty. I just don't super love this style, but Under the Dust Jacket is really pretty. And so getting that in the mail, that was actually like my October Bookish box that just came. I really want to read this book. So that's on my TBR. And then the next 3 are from my last TBR, and then I'm going to get into a couple of new releases I want to get to. So we have Trial of the Sun Queen. I want to read this. It's a competition of women wanting to marry the king. I still haven't read this yet. High on my TBR. We have A Dawn of Onyx. This one is also a fantasy, and she has like a way with like healing, I think, and falls for another prisoner because she's held prisoner. It's been on my TBR for a while. And then I do really want to read What the River Knows. I did get this on audio, but it's a 17-hour audiobook, and I'm like, this book wasn't even that long, is it? I guess it's 400 pages, but this is for fans of The Mummy. Obviously, I'm gonna read it. Huge Mummy fan here, one of my favorite movies. And then the last one I got from Booksparks, which is really exciting. I actually got a physical copy of The Art of Scandal by Regina Black. I've heard such good things about this, and it's actually a lot shorter than I thought it was. It's less than 300 pages. And she receives a text from her husband on the night of his 40th birthday, meant for another woman. So she knows she has to get a divorce, and he is actually a rising star mayor wanting to become president at some point, so he doesn't want a messy divorce in the middle of his campaign, so they strike a deal, and then she meets a very handsome 26-year-old artist. So, sounds a little messy. I'm very excited for that one. And then I do have a couple of books that are coming out. After this video, I'm actually going to be filming my March releases, which should be up already, that I'm interested in reading. But the ones that I'm for sure going to read, I have 2 of them already on there. I have Heartbreaker Handoff by Lex Martin. I love Lex Martin. I usually get her arcs. We'll see if I get this one. This one is a football romance. So that's all I know about that one, but she writes really good ones. Lulu Moore has Or with Friends. I actually have an arc of this on my Kindle too. This one is a rowing romance, and Lulu Moore is actually British, so I don't know if this is a British romance, but she did send me the NetGalley link to this, and I'm very excited to read that. Don't know if I'll be picking up Claire Kingsley's new one. That one comes out on the 14th. I really am excited for this series. I just never got around to reading the first book. It's a romantic suspense, and it's Claire Kingsley. It's Small Town. I really love her Small Town series, so I have to read that. And then I have Rope the Moon by Ava Hunter, which I'm also very excited for. I just know it's Small Town. I don't remember the rest of the plot of this one, but I am on her ARC team now, so I will be getting that one. Super excited. I love her so much. And then Wild River by Laura Pavlov. I think he's the tattooed lawyer in this one, if I'm not mistaken. I love Laura so much. She has been killing it with every release, and I'm excited for a new one by her. So those are the new releases that I'm super interested in reading, and I'll probably pick up a bazillion things not on my TBR, but that is my TBR, my priorities for March. Let me know what you're excited to read and what you're excited for me to read. Let me know, and let me know if I have to read the novella for losers. If you forgot, tell me, because I need to plan that out. But that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.